want to bring in National Review columnist John Fund. He's got an idea or two about how to get Obamacare fixed and done with. Your idea, in fact, let me paraphrase this, see if I can get it right. Your idea is that President Trump should tell Congress, hey, your exemption from Obamacare is gone. You're in. Live with it.
When Obamacare passed, Congress and its staffs were treated as everybody else was. But once Obamacare was implemented, Congress and the staff went to President Obama and said, give us an exemption. He picked up his phone, he called the Office of Personnel Management, which handles federal employees, and said, declare Congress a small business under 50 employees for purposes of the District of Columbia exchange that it's in. That allows it to Congress and its staff to get a 70% subsidy on their insurance premiums. This is blatantly illegal, has been challenged in court, but no one has standing to sue. If President Trump just called his Office of Personnel Management and say, obey the law, Congress would have to live under Obamacare, they would be in the exchanges, insurance costs would explode, and guess what? The DC exchange, you know how much premiums are going up this year? 26%. They would be hit with that. I bet Congress would come back in special session to a deal with Obamacare at that point.
That's very good, John. That's a highly
Well, it's true.
Yeah, but it's highly original. We like that stuff here.
Well, the Independent Women's Forum, Heather Higgins had a piece in the Wall Street Journal on Monday, so it's not my idea. It's been around for a long time. In fact, Senator David Vitter of Louisiana fought a lonely struggle to have Congress covered by this law. And privately, members of Congress, some of them will agree, but their staffs wrote the law, and their staffs crafted this exemption. I say, what's sauce for the goose, sauce for the gander, and if Americans want relief from Obamacare, make Congress live under the laws they pass for the rest of us.
I like that idea. It's a very original and simple. You could actually do it. The president could pick up his pen and just write it out.
Now, Congress will claim that he can't do it, but I would love to be the member of Congress
That's right.
who tries to sue and say, no, we should be treated specially.
That's good. One last one. Total debacle last night. Total fail on Obamacare. Why should we think? Why should we believe? Why should we hope that we'll get anything on tax cuts?
Well, what John McCain did, and of course we were very upset about his illness, but what he did was inexplicable. He ran for re-election last year, running commercials saying, I will end Obamacare. He barely won his primary by about 15 points, the smallest margin he's ever had. And now he reverses course and is the one vote to save Obamacare, the decisive vote. I think he has let down his constituents in Arizona based on what he told them last year in his campaign.
All right, John. Thanks for joining us. John Fund, National Review.